So welcome back everyone to another episode here on the Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttle series. Once again, if you do want to join us here on the server, head over to the Discord in the description and just head over to the whitelist channel and you should be pretty much good to go once you put in your username. But right now I'm actually just making some more advanced control circuits. I didn't have any. I just made three. I need to make at least two more. Or I guess one more is what I need. So let's go ahead and do that. However, I think we also need some more of the regular ones. Let me see. Oh, I forgot the silicone, but I should have everything to get a few more of those as well. But pretty much today, what I want to do is I want to actually get the carpenter. I know I talked about it last time, and I thought it was near the end of the tier 1 quest line that we were able to make it. But I did go in the creative world and checked out the actual quest book in there, just to see how far off we were in the quest line to get the carpenter. And it turns out I was a bit wrong. Yeah, let me grab everything here. Grab you guys back. So let me see. Let me just put these things away and I will show you how far away we are if we were to go in the quest book and follow that. That should be good there. So yeah. So in the quest book, we are pretty far away. So to make the carpenter, I think it's like all the way over here. So there's a good, I don't know, maybe like 10 to 15 quests, maybe more, maybe like 20 quests before we can even get to the quest book, because some of these you can tell how they have the little crown. That means they are main quests that need to be completed to get further in the main quest line. And yeah, all of these here, that's 6 quests right here. No, five, sorry. Five quests right here. You can see five little quest lines and they probably interconnect with each other at some point. Um, so yeah, that's gonna take a while if we follow the quest line. So instead, what I'm gonna do today is go ahead and try to make the carpenter myself. Now, from what I can tell, the main thing that we're missing here is really just the empowered stuff. Um, yeah, the empowered Inori. Actually, we might even have some empowered Redstonia already. Powered. How do you spell it? Oh, okay, maybe we don't have any. But yeah, you could find this stuff out in the world by looting. So if you do a lot of looting and stuff like that, you might even have everything you need. But pretty much what we need to do here is get the empowered stuff. Other than that, everything else is pretty doable. We've done Ovium already. I think the data storage circuit, yeah, that's pretty doable as well. And so yeah, this is all doable stuff. Oh, I guess the Tribarium we haven't done. I did talk about it. This is a mix of Tribarium or Dilithium or Basalt and Tiberium. So I think I said Tribarium, but it's Tiberium or Dilithium or Tiberium or Basalt. And Basalt is easy to do. We actually have the essence for this already. This is a tier 2 seed. So we are good on that. Um, but to get the empowered stuff, we have to go ahead and make ourselves the empower. And this is from actually additions. And this is where we have to kind of do a few extra things before we can actually get there. So the Inori plates and Lumium, this should be pretty easy. Inori is just iron in the or whatever this thing called, this laser thing. Actually I might have to move it around because I don't have access to it there. And then the Lumium, I think is just a mix of glowstone and something, I believe. Yeah, over here, glowstone, tin, and silver. We've done that before as well. The dilithium, so in this case, we can't use basalt. That means we have to go get dilithium. Luckily, we have 8 dilithium already. If you're not sure where to get it, is this stuff right here, these crystals. Out in the overworld, you will see this dilithium ore. Now, if you can still touch it, you'll get the block itself. If not, you'll get these crystals. Now the problem is these guys, I think they usually spawn like yeah underground or near oceans. Like if you go like through an ocean and you look down, you might see like a little light. That is likely one of these dilithium ores. So they're kind of easy to spot in the oceans, but at the same time a bit rare. But luckily we have 8 of them already, so that's no problem for us. That course we've done before. Now I think everything else we've pretty much done before except for the lunar reactive dust. That means we have to get into some extra utilities too. And we had to go ahead and make the resonator for that, and that requires some less vanadium. I think I've showed you vanadium before, but pretty much to bless it, you gotta go ahead and put it in the mana pool and do all that. So other than that, I think everything else is pretty straightforward. Double battery is just two of the batteries pretty much combined, I believe, right? Or I guess one battery, and then you upgrade it with more Inori plates, and yeah, pretty simple stuff there. I'm just double checking, make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, we've done the relays. We can just make an advanced one that is doable. And the microchip, did I look at this one? Okay, so this is something that we haven't done yet. However, it'd be pretty doable as well. Yeah, so the microchips, these guys right here, the tier 2 microchips, it pretty much you just got to make the tier 1, that's with some nether quartz, lapis, and some lumium, and then the tier 1s are pretty much just some red alloy gold and electrotine pretty much. So that is pretty simple to do. Now I'm trying to see if there is a better recipe. No, so we can make 4 out of that, which is actually not bad. And how much tier 2s do we make out of one craft here? We make 4 of them as well. Okay, yeah, so not bad at all. Definitely doable. So I'm gonna go ahead, get some of that stuff ready, and once we have that, hopefully I will get this set up and I'll show you how it works. All right, so I think I have everything I need to get ourselves the empower, or at least, sorry, not the empower. We need the resonator first. This is from extra utilities. As the only thing we're missing from the empower is now the lunar reactive dust. Now I did want to do the extra utility stuff with you guys here, just in case someone is not sure how it works, because it is a little bit different. So pretty much you need what's called grid power here, um and it's not like regular power, it is actually very different. Let's grab some lapis because we turning that into the lunar dust. So once you put the lapis in here, you need to generate 16 grid power for it to turn into one lunar dust. Now to generate grid power, right now you can see it's draining 0.04, pretty much zero. You're not generating any grid power here. Now we could, if you look at the quest book, actually, one of the next quests is to make the the solar panel, sorry. And this requires some photovoltaic stuff, which is actually pretty doable. Maybe we'll get into this, but if you didn't have that stuff, you could make the manual mill. Now I thought I had made one before, but it looks like I haven't. So the manual mill is this guy right here. And pretty much what this guy does is you literally go in there and you manually right click on it and it'll spin, and it will generate one grid power per spin. But if you let go of it, all the grid power goes down. So I think instead, what I might do is make the solar panel. That might be better. Unless we have, you know what, we can maybe do this. Yeah, you know what, we can definitely do this. I think do that. And then glass, silicone, and stone. Oh yeah, that's actually really easy. Okay, so I made the manual mill. However, I'm realizing that it's only generating 15 grid power. I thought this was doing 16. But because it's only doing 15, it does not quite reach that 16 grid power. So you have to have that constant 16 amount of grid power for it to turn this into the lunar dust, I think it was called, right? So I think that means we actually have to go ahead and make ourselves the solar panel from extra utilities, and that is this guy over here. Again, not too bad. Copper, some more resonating redstone crystals. You pretty much get this by uh either breaking redstone, you have a chance to for one to drop, or I guess if you have ender shards, which is just a ender pearl, the glass cutter, you get a bunch of ender shards, and then you break it down with some redstone. So that's pretty easy to do. And is there anything else we are missing? All right, and then the photovoltaic cell here is just glass, lapis, mirrors, which is just iron plates and glass. So let me go ahead and get that very quickly, and we should be good to go. All right, so I think I have everything here once I get this last copper plate done. And there we go. So yeah, we should have everything now for the grid solar panel here. Now this only generates one, but this combined with the manual mill, I should be able to get the lunar power or lunar powder, sorry. And that also completed this, which get more of the cells. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Actually, it tells you about the manual mill there in the quest book too, it looks like. So we are definitely getting ahead of ourselves. Yeah, here we go. So let me I guess let's pick this up, beat that, and pick this guy up as well. That should complete both of those. And you get an extra solar panel here too. But that should complete this guy. Yeah. And it looks like it also tells you about the lunar reactive dust as well and the empower over here. So yeah, we're pretty much doing the stuff from the quest book, but on my own terms. But yeah, that's how it ends up being sometimes. Now we do need daytime, so I'm gonna go ahead and hide a little bit. There you go. Let's put this outside and let's go sleep quickly. That way we can get that grid power and we should be good to start making the lunar dust. All right, so now we are making one grid power, at least we should be. To tell me if I put you in here, you can see it stops at one. So now if I just hold this guy and we should start getting to that 16 mark and then it resets because it creates the item with the 16 grid power. So I think that's what I was remembering about the reset. Let's just see it happen here. And there you go. You saw it reset there. And if you look into the resonator, you can see we have one lunar reactive dust. Now we need four of these. Does the quest give us, or wants us to make two? All right, so let's go ahead and make at least another one. But I think we need four in total. Yeah, we need four in total. Then we should be good. So let me just make them all, and then we should be ready to go. All right, so here we go. We have the four lunar dust, and that means we can go ahead and make ourselves the empower over here. Wrong one. We got to do it in the elite crafting table. And I am missing my tribarium block. I made tibarium block. Oh, I made a mistake there. That is my bad. That means we need to. All right, for the tribarium, we need to take the tribarium that we have right now and combine it with the salt, and then you get the tribarium. So we need 9 of those. So actually, we need a lot more tribarium, which we have. Just haven't made it. If I go tribarium, and actually, oh yeah, okay. So we were making some here, and I'm not sure if that's enough because we need what? We need 9 times 5. No, that's definitely not enough. Um, But let's go ahead and make some more. Was it electrotine that we needed here? That should help us cover up the rest of the tiberium that we need. And then the last thing we need is the basalt. Again, we have the basalt essence over here. And with this guy, you should be able to make a good amount of the basalt ingots. Let's craft a few of those. That should be more than enough. Let's wait for this guy to finish. We need 45. Actually, I might have to break down some more Tiberium. Get that. Okay, so it looks like we have enough Tiberium now. I was breaking down some more just in case we needed it. Let me put some of this stuff away because we have just a bit too much on us. And yeah, so we combine this with the basalt, and that should start giving us the Tribarium. Now we need 9 of these. Okay, and there we go. We have the 9 Tiberium that we need, or Tribarium. I always mix them up. And we can go ahead and put it in the factorizer to combine it. And now we finally have everything we need for the Empower, right? There we go. All right, and then a couple extra things that we need, which I guess we have extra items here. But we also need to make ourselves the display stands, and these guys, you need these ethic quartz and ethic green block. I think that's just quartz, right? pretty sure these are just different type of quartz. Um, I look at this guy. Yeah, chiseled quartz. So I got to make them into slabs first. Make one. I do that. So I turn, or I guess probably in sawmill, turn you into some slabs. Yeah, there we go. So we needed three of these guys and three of you, and then I'm pretty sure it was just in the yeah, the atomic reconstructor. And I brought this guy down here that way I can actually use it. There we go, and there we go. So now we should be able to go ahead and make the stands. Although I only made three, I think I need more. That's only for one stand. We need 4 stands in total. So yeah, let me get some more quartz. Do I even have enough? I haven't been to the nether that much. Oh, I guess I do have some. Okay. Need 24 actually. I did my math right. Half of these will turn into other ones. All right, so my math was a bit wrong. I did put a little bit extra there, but we should have everything now. To grab these guys. That should be 12. Yep, there we go. And finally, we can make the display stands, and I'll show you guys how these guys work. I actually just might borrow some of these power cables here just to kind of show you guys how they work, because yeah, it does need power. But let's put this guy, I guess, in the middle here. Then we want the display stands, I think 2 away, if I'm doing this right. Like this. And you can see the display stands, they have a power meter at the bottom there. So yeah, the Empower does not need anything, but the stands do need power. So let's go ahead. I'm going to break these guys for now. Okay, I have just enough cables to cover them all. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the bio generator and place it over here. That way you can power them up. This is, again, this is just to show you guys how it works. And of course, I don't know why this place is backwards, but it does. There we go. And now you can see they are filling up with power. So yeah, so to empower stuff, it's actually pretty simple. You just put it, whatever you want to empower, you want to put it in the middle. And then the outside contains the 4 items that you're going to empower it with. It does use up all the items to turn it into the empowered version. So for us to make the carpenter, I think we needed, yeah, we needed some empowered Inori and some empowered Restonia. So you could go ahead and empower them one by one. Like you can do like the plates one by one. Or what's actually more efficient is if you turn them into block form. So here we go. The Inori over here. 1 block of Inori will turn into 1 empowered block of Inori. Um, and you actually save yourself the inner blood ingots here. Everything else, it is still a block. Like if you go back here, you still use regular bricks here. Over here, need the block bricks. Although I guess that is saving as well, because instead of like 9, it's 4 of them. But I guess the redstone you save as well. I thought it was redstone dust here. So you save yourself on some redstone, but the mana steel is still the same cost, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, that's just pretty much iron. But yeah, you save yourself on all these 3 other resources here. So all we need is mana steel. We've done that before. Redstone we have, bricks we have. We need the inner blood. I think we've done this before as well. But if not, yeah, you just pretty much do it in the blood infuser mixed with some blood on iron, and you should be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that stuff ready, and then we will empower our Nori and our Redstonia after I go to sleep here. All right, so it looks like I actually pretty much had everything ready. All I had to do was combine the bricks, and I thought it was a 2x2, but it looks like in here is a 3x3, so you don't really save on the bricks either. But you still save on the redstone and on the inner blood iron ingots as well. So go ahead and place these guys in here like this. I don't think the order matters. and then you put in whatever you want to empower in the middle, and there you go. That's how you pretty much set that up. Actually, let me see if I can. Oh, I just missed it. Okay. I was trying to get a screenshot here. Let's try to do that with the next one. Uh, Oops, I pressed the screenshot button. But yeah, let's try to do that with the next one. Let's go ahead and combine everything here, or sorry, place everything in here. And this time we want Redstonia. I believe it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, there we go. And let me try to get a screenshot. All right, and there we go. We have ourselves the Redstonia as well, the empowered Redstonia and the empowered Nori. So pretty much we are ready to go ahead and make carpenter once we make everything else. But I think that's gonna be the end of this episode, guys. So I know I said I want to try to make the carpenter today, but honestly the empower is a big step forward as well, because we will definitely be using this guy for a couple other things. I know you need it for like Starlight, yeah, Star Metal stuff. And I'm pretty sure you need like the empowered Emeratic and Diamantin. Oh my gosh, I butchered that so bad. Diamantin, I think that's what it is. I think I know you need those guys for a few things later on. So yeah, this is definitely useful in either case. But for now, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are learning something with me, or just enjoying my content. And yeah, thank you again. I will see you next time. Have a great one.